Let the gimbal pocket camera war begin, because DJI have just released the Osmo Pocket 4 camera. Now, this isn't just the Osmo Pocket 4 that DJI are rumoured to be releasing, because in the next couple of months or so, DJI are also rumoured to be releasing the Pocket 4 Pro, or according to the Chinese and Asian website for DJI, it's being rumoured that it's actually going to be called the DJI Pocket 4P instead of the Pocket 4 Pro. So we will wait for more details, more announcements on the DJI Pocket 4 Pro or Pocket 4P from DJI when they do announce it over the course of the next couple of months. And what I'm showing you right now is a rumoured look at the way how the DJI Osmo Pocket 4P is set to be designed, how it's meant to look. It is meant to come with a dual lens rather than a single lens, which is what you do get on the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera. But it's not just the DJI brand who have gone into the gimbal pocket camera war, because Insta360 have recently shown off some of their new products at a show called NAB over this past week, and have allowed some content creators over on YouTube to show off what the Insta360 Lunar series can do without giving too much details away, because they have only been allowed to give away certain bits and pieces. Apparently the Lunar series is expected to be working alongside Leica, who are really good at doing zoom on camera. So I am looking forward to seeing what people think of the Insta360 Lunar when that does get released a little bit later on this year. Can I just say that firstly, this is also a disclaimer as well. This video is not sponsored, it's not an advertisement or anything like that. So all of my views on the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 are my own views, okay? This is something that I've gone out and got for myself. It is an updated product from the Osmo Pocket 3, which, by the way, is what I'm using at the moment to film this part of my YouTube video. And of course, what I am going to do is, when I do a deep dive into the Osmo Pocket 4 specs in just a few moments, I will show off some B-roll footage from the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, okay? So that is going to be coming up very shortly. But obviously, as mentioned, Insta360 are also going into the gimbal pocket camera war as well, with their own Lunar series, which is set to be released later this summer. So feel free to let me know in the comment section down below whether you are planning to get the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below whether you are holding back on getting the next generation of the Osmo Pocket series and waiting for the Pro version to come out a little bit later down the line. Or feel free to let me know in the comment section whether you're completely missing out on the DJI Osmo Pocket series and waiting for the Insta360 Lunar series to come out instead. So feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And can I just say that, you know, I would love to do a video on the Insta360 Lunar series when it does get released later this year. So whether someone is working at Insta360, if you would like me to do a video on the Insta360 Lunar, then I'd be more than happy to do so. So feel free to get in touch with me, and I'm sure we can arrange for me to review and talk a little bit in detail with the Insta360 Lunar series. Feel free to let me know. But in this video, though, I am going to be talking and guiding you through the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 series. Obviously, this is a product that has only just been released over the last couple of days. It got released in April 2026. It is the next generation from the Osmo Pocket 3. Now, just like the Pocket 3, I have been using the Pocket 3 for the last year or so, and I've been vlogging content on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, documenting my life over the last year using this camera. And I must say that I do enjoy using DJI products. I do enjoy using the Osmo Pocket 3 camera, and I have no doubt that I'm not going to enjoy using the Osmo Pocket 4 camera as well once I have unboxed it. Obviously with the Pocket 3 I did get the creators combo when I did get the Pocket 3. With the Pocket 4, it's no different. I have also gone for the creators combo as well, okay? And there is a few bits and pieces that you do get extra that you never did get with the Osmo Pocket 3, and I will do a deep dive into that a little bit later on in this video when I do have the unboxing of the Pocket 4 for you guys. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to run through some of the specs, and I'm going to showcase some footage, some B-roll footage that I've taken using the Osmo Pocket 4 camera, whilst I go through some of the specs of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera with you. So the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, released in April 2026, is a handheld 3-axis gimbal camera featuring a 1-inch CMOS sensor. It does record in 4K 240 frames per second. Now, if you are looking for some very slow motion cinematic looking shots, then obviously the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera is definitely going to be the camera for you. It does also have a 14-stop dynamic range as well. The 14 stops are for better detail in high contrast scenes. So if you go outside and, you know, you do a bit of filming and it's a very sunny day, then obviously, you know, that 14 stops is going to, the 14-stop dynamic range is going to give you just some better details in those sort of high contrast kind of environments. And it also does come with 107 gigabytes of onboard storage. Now, this is the difference between the Osmo Pocket 4 and the Osmo Pocket 3. With the Osmo Pocket 3, you don't get built-in storage. You only get, you get no storage at all. You have to get a micro SD card, which you slot into the Pocket 3, and then you then start filming your content or taking pictures using the camera. With the Pocket 4, however, you get two options. You can use the internal storage, which is 107 gigabytes, which DJI have very kindly given to you. Or you can still carry on using the micro SD card slot that does come with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, and then you can just rely on the internal storage as backup storage if you run out of space on your SD card. So that's a very good thing that DJI have done, is given their users some onboard storage, and I do believe that they are starting to do this with some of their new cameras as well, start adding onboard storage onto some of their new camera kits and stuff. So the key specs includes 37 megapixel photo resolution. It gives active track 7.0. Now, I believe that the active track on the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 is slightly improved than on the Pocket 3. I think it can track you a little bit further than what the Pocket 3 can do. And it does give you the option to do 2x lossless zoom as well, all packed into a 190.5 gram device with a 2-inch rotatable screen as well. There's a battery as well, so the battery, you get 240 minutes of recording time under 1080p /24 frames per second as well. And the charging time, you get 16 minutes of charging time. That will give you 80% of battery, so it's very fast charging. So it gets to 0 to 80% in just 16 minutes, which is really, really good news. You also get audio as well. There's 3 built-in microphones in the gimbal camera as well, so you get really good audio. But if you are like me and you are a creator and you do go for the creators combo, then you will get a external microphone, which will give you a little bit more better audio as well. So also as well, I should mention that when you are filming videos as well, that you do get the option to do videos in D-Log as well, which is really, really good news for content creators, especially those that like to go into their editing software, whether that be iMovie or Final Cut Pro on their iMacs or MacBook laptops. And they can basically go in and color grade their footage, make it look more warmer, more inviting to watch, or they can make their footage look a little bit more cinematic if they are going for that cinematic feel. And obviously with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, it allows you to shoot in D-Log, so that when you do transfer the footage over to your computer, you can then go into your editing software and you can manually color grade your footage and make it how you want it to look, which is really, really good news as well. And I think it's really great that DJI have allowed their users to do that as well. They do also come with some presets as well on the camera itself, sort of like filters, really, to be honest. So you do get these kind of added filters so that, you know, if you don't want to go in to Final Cut Pro or iMovie and color grade your footage, you know, manually, then obviously DJI do have these kind of filters within the camera that will allow you to film the footage in those filters, and then you can then just pull it through onto your computer and you don't need to touch it at all. You know, you might want to make a few adjustments here and there, but you know, obviously I think the idea is really, you know, you can just add the filters onto your footage before recording. You record your footage and then there's no need to edit it in post-production. Obviously what I have done in this section of the video here is I've shown you the filters that you do get. You get 5 set of filters from the top of my head, and I have obviously listed it at the bottom of the screen whilst I'm talking about this, but I have listed the filters that you do get. But from the top of my head, I do know 2 of the 5. The first one is retro, so if you wanted to give your videos that retro kind of feel to it, then obviously they've got a filter that you can film your video in a retro kind of look. The other filter that I can remember from the top of my head is movie as well. So if you wanted to make your videos look and feel cinematic without having to color grade it in post-production, then DJI have already got a filter for you to obviously be able to make your video already look cinematic without color grading it, you know, manually through your editing software that you're editing your footage on. So that is pretty much everything that I have got to say in regards to the specs, in regards to the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera. Feel free to let me know as well down in the comment section down below what you think of that footage, the B-roll footage and some of the photos that I've taken already using the DJI Pocket 4. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of it. Does it stand out? Does it look great? Let me know in the comment section down below. So still to come in this video, I am going to obviously do an unboxing for the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. And also as well, if you are a regular subscriber to this YouTube channel, SteveOfficial, then you might want to stick around because I do have an announcement to make in regards to a new series that is coming to this channel, SteveOfficial, at the end of May 2026. So stick around for that. So, without further ado, let's cut to the next scene of this video, where I'm going to now unbox the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Okay, so I have transferred you over to my YouTube studio and where my desk is, and I have got right here the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. It's just been delivered to me, and obviously it is the creators combo. It does say it right there on the box that this is the creators combo as well. Obviously I'm still filming this using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. So without further ado, I think there's just a little bit of plastic that I just need to take off here. I hope and pray, yes, I can just take this cellophane off. Okay, so I've taken the cellophane off the box, and here we go. This is the Osmo Pocket 4. So obviously, as mentioned, 1-inch sensor. It does come with 14 stop dynamic range, 10-bit D-Log as well, 3 axes as well, 3-axis rotatable touch screen as well. Does come with a 2x lossless zoom, 107 gigabytes built-in storage, active track 7.0 and intelligent focusing as well, and it's also got a 4-channel output as well, and it does also give us all the details in terms of what is in the box, but we'll go through that in a moment. And obviously there is an app from DJI that you do need to download. You can download it on Apple devices, so iPhone, iPad, etc. And you can also download it on Android devices as well, so like Samsung, for example. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find a way of opening this box. One way or another, there is a way I can open this box. So I have got the box open, and I'm just going to open it up, and then I'm just going to take this one out here. I'll do it away from the camera. So there's one pouch here, and there is another pouch as well. We'll go through that in a moment. And we also do get some DJI stickers as well that you can probably put on something on here, I assume, or something like that anyway. So we'll go through that in a moment. That's everything that was in the box. So I'm just going to put the box to one side, and we're going to go through the casing and all of this stuff that's in here as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first. Okay, now I'm assuming that what this is the pouch where you store your Osmo Pocket 4 camera. Now with the Osmo Pocket 3 camera, you get given this little case here, which is ideal because obviously you can store like the DJI mic on the top here, and obviously the gimbal goes in here as well. Does cover pretty much the entire gimbal on the Osmo Pocket 3, and I think you also do get some slots in here as well where you can store like your well, basically your lenses as well. So the funny thing is actually is when I did get the Osmo Pocket 3, the lens that I did get given with the Osmo Pocket 3 didn't last very long, because I lost it within a matter of days, not weeks, days. So you do get a lens with the Osmo Pocket 4, and I'll go through that in just a few moments. So I don't know whether I'm going to prefer having a pouch with the Pocket 4, or if I would prefer if they had still gone with this little carry case. I don't know, to be honest, so it'll be interesting. So I'm just going to open this up right now, and here is the carry case. I tell you what, the material does feel a little bit weird, to be honest. So it does zip up as well, so I'll just unzip it because it is zipped up at the moment. But let's just get rid of that. It's just a bit of rubbish. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll obviously take this bit off. It's just a little, yeah. But this is basically where you can store your DJI Osmo Pocket 4 camera. So there we go. Nice little Osmo logo there as well. So that is the carry case. This here is the pouch. Now, again, similar to the Osmo Pocket 3, this is basically the pouch that you do get with the Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously, you do get like this little, I think you get the same in the Osmo Pocket 4. You get this little tiny stick, which you can just stick onto the bottom of your Osmo camera. And then obviously it just basically is like a little bit of an extra bit of grip to hold on to when you're filming your content and stuff. But it's very spacious, but I'll show you the insides of that through this now, because basically this is pretty much the same thing as what I got with the Creators Combo with the Pocket 3. However, though, the only difference is that you do get a little bit more with the Osmo Pocket 4, and I will dive into that in just a sec. I'm not going to lie, actually, I think this does look somewhat different in a way. Like, the material does feel a little bit different. If I don't know, I mean, they do look kind of the same kind of height. This one's the Pocket 4, this one's the Pocket 3. I don't know, it does look a little bit different. But let's unzip this. I love the fact that they didn't put the Pocket 4 into the pouch. They left it out of the pouch and they've stuck it in this one instead. Okay, so I'm going to basically just take all these little bits out for now. I'll tell you what, this is very warm, so I think it's probably been in the sunshine. This right here is the Pocket 4 camera. I will dive into that in just a few moments. Let's just get everything out of the carry case for now, and then we'll do a deep dive into it in just a few moments. So there's that. There's those bits, that, and there's that as well. Okay, right, so I have got pretty much a lot of stuff in various different bits and pieces, all right? So I'm going to just very quickly just pan the camera down a little bit more. All right, that's probably as far down as I can get it. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically unwrap all the little bits that I've got here. Some of them, I'm not going to lie, feel a little bit fidgety to unwrap. There we go. So, the first things that I have got is, this is a clip right here that I've got in my finger, very small tiny magnetic clip, but this is also another clip as well. Now these are designed to go onto the back of your DJI mic. Now obviously they have updated the microphone, so at the moment I'm recording this video using the DJI Mic 2. They've updated it now, so it is the DJI Mic 3. So obviously the clip does attach magnetically to the back of the DJI mic, as well as this clip. However, though, oh god, this tiny clip here that I've got in my hand right now, this tiny clip here, does actually go on the inside of like your t-shirt, your jumper, your jacket. So it's such a nightmare though when you do lose it. So I'm kind of glad in a way that DJI have also given us this extra kind of clip that you can just stick on the back of the microphone, and then you can just clip it to your shirt, you clip it to your coat, your jumper, etc. So that's a really cool thing. The next thing that I do want to show to you guys is obviously this. Now, what this is, I believe, is basically a wrist strap. So you can basically attach this to your wrist, so that if you was to, say, for example, someone was to jog you and you are holding your DJI camera in your hand, you know, there's less risk of it dropping out of your hand. You know, you've got better use of it, you know, not falling and stuff like that. So you do get that. This next thing is a little bit confusing because I don't really know what this is. I mean, I'm pretty certain you've got like a USB-C to USB-C cable, which I'm assuming is the charge. This one, however, I have got no idea what this is. I've got no idea what this is whatsoever. This is completely brand new. I don't know. Is this to charge your... I think this might be to charge your microphone. I don't know. We'll have a look. We will find out. I will find out what that is. This next thing, I'm not going to get it out of the packet because I'm afraid that I might end up losing this one as well. But basically, this is a wide angle lens, okay? Now, there is some footage that I did include in the B-roll, by the way, that I showed you earlier in this video, where basically it uses the wide angle lens on some of the footage, okay? So I may have listed it as well when I did my B-roll as to which stuff I filmed using the wide angle lens, and obviously there'll be footage that I didn't use the wide angle lens, which obviously hasn't been listed because it's just standard. But this is the wide angle lens. I will definitely be using that for sure. And then obviously we have then got, well, actually let's do a couple of other bits first, obviously. So we have got this next bit, which is basically I think it's basically the same thing as what I've got in here. So I'm just going to put the two together. Basically the same thing, I'm assuming, which is basically just like an extra little grip so you can hold your DJI camera with a bit of a longer stand, really. But obviously this bit clips into the back of, well, into the bottom of your DJI camera. Then obviously underneath, similar to the Pocket 3, you've got this little hole, which obviously then allows you to put a tripod into it. So there we go. And speaking of tripod, by the way, just leave that there. Speaking of tripod, again, just like with the Osmo Pocket 3, and obviously I have actually used a tripod on my Pocket 3 to film this video today, actually. So once I can actually get it open, they are a bit tricky to open from time to time. There we go. So obviously in here we have got the tripod, which is no different to the Osmo Pocket 3 tripod. It's the same size, the same legs and all of that stuff. So no different at all. But there we go. And then now this is very different, okay? This is a new feature that comes with the Osmo Pocket 4 camera, and that is the fill light. Now, the fill light is going to be very ideal for low light situations, even though low light has been improved on the Osmo Pocket 3, but on the Osmo Pocket 4, sorry. But let's just say, for example, you're outside and you're filming content, it's quite dark and, you know, there's no street lights about or anything like that. You've got this fill light, it automatically, magnetically connects to the back of your gimbal on your Pocket 4, and then this lights up. There is two buttons on the top here as well. One of them is to change the temperature, so if you want the light to be a little bit more yellowy, warmer, then it will allow you to do that. And the other button is, there's 3 settings of brightness, so you can have it dimly lit, medium lit, and you can have it very brightly lit if you're in a very dark area and want a bit of extra lighting. So to be honest, I've seen so many people on the TikTok shop or on Temu lately trying to buy fill lights for their Osmo Pocket 3 cameras. They're not official accessories for the Pocket 3. I've even seen comments where people have gone, I brought this for my Pocket 3 and it broke the gimbal. Do not buy unofficial fill lights for your Osmo Pocket 3, okay? If you do want to have extra bit of lighting on your Osmo Pocket camera, I highly do recommend buying the Osmo Pocket 4. You can buy the Osmo Pocket 4 on its own for £445. The Creator Combo is £549, okay? The Osmo Pocket 4 on its own doesn't come with a fill light. It only comes with the Creators Combo, okay? But that is something brand new for the Osmo Pocket 4. So there we go. Also as well, by the way, I'm just trying to... Oh, okay. So also as well, obviously, we have got the, as mentioned, the DJI Mic 3, okay? Now, to be honest with you, this DJI mic does look a little bit smaller than the DJI mic that I have got connected to my Osmo Pocket 3 right now, to be honest. So it does look a little bit smaller. So obviously there's two holes there on the top where obviously the windshield, the wind muff protector things goes. So there we go. They've also got like the Bluetooth settings as well, an indicator to say that obviously that the Bluetooth is running, and there's also the power. I'm assuming that's the power button, that red button there as well. So, and obviously if I grab, let's say I grab the this clip here, for example, obviously you've got this little round circle. Is it the other way? It's the other way. There we go. So that is now magnetically clipped onto there. I may have to just adjust it a little bit because I would prefer it to be that way. There we go. So it was upside down, but that's magnetically clipped. So now I can clip this microphone onto my jumper or onto my t-shirt or onto my coat, whatever I am wearing. I don't know what I've done with the other clip. Oh, it's right here. I've got it. There's the other clip as well. So if I was to take this one off, and I just decided to put the clip on under my shirt, there we go, and then it's clipped. And I'll tell you what, the magnetic on this is quite strong, to be honest. I would say it's quite a strong magnet, so when it is clipped. So obviously this is the DJI Mic 3, okay? And I do believe this does also come with noise cancelling as well. So if it's very windy in your environment, you can get rid of that wind very easily with the Mic 3. However, though, not only will it be... can you reduce the noise of your wind if you are in a very windy environment. This will also help you when it does come to windy environments, and that is these little wind muffs right here. These basically sit on the very top of your DJI Mic 3. And it again just helps to reduce the wind that goes into your microphone. So you've got it in grey, which obviously I've got on my DJI Mic 2. But if I open this one as well, and I might also actually attach this one to my Mic 3 now, you also get it in black as well, which I'm not going to lie, given this colour, I do prefer it in black. To be honest, I mean, I have seen a lot of people use it on their mics in terms of like YouTubers and stuff, content creators who have already reviewed the Pocket 4. So there we go. It just clips in. Once you hear a click, there we are. It's now in, and there we go. That is your DJI Mic 3. So I'll tell you what, it feels very nice and soft, very nice and furry. So there we go. I think other than that, I think the only thing that I've got left to discuss, because I've opened everything, haven't I? Yes, I've opened everything. I've made a bit of a mess along the way, but that's okay. So if I leave the mic there, leave the stand there. I believe this might also be the battery as well, actually. This might be the battery as well, because obviously you do get a bit of extra battery in your DJI mic, in your DJI Osmo Pocket 4 as well. So this might also be the battery as well. So that might be, yeah, that might also be it as well. So yeah, so other than that, the only thing that I've got left to talk about is the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. So that's the only thing that I've got left to discuss. Now, I'm not going to lie, this does feel pretty heavy in a way. So if I just take this out, there we go. Oh, this does feel a bit more chunkier. This does feel a bit more chunkier. And I'll tell you what, the record button, oh no, it's because it's hiding. That's why. Yeah, it is hiding. I was about to say, where's the record button? If I take it off, obviously if I just stick that there for now, and then obviously just peel this off as well, there we go. So this is the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. It does feel a bit more heavier, a bit more chunkier, but at the same time, it does feel a lot more premium than the Osmo Pocket 3. I tell you what, I already love, right, is the fact that this little joystick that I'm moving about with my thumb at the moment feels so much more better than on the Osmo Pocket 3. I mean, the Osmo Pocket 3 one does look like it's more inside the Osmo system, whereas this one has a more 5D kind of effect, so it more sticks out a bit more, which I'm not going to complain about. Now this, I believe you just twist it and this comes off. This is basically the guard, and then I think you then just clip it back on. How do you clip it back on? Like that, I assume, and that just keeps it all in place like that, and then just twist it again just to take it off. There we go. And then all you do, I mean, again, you know, similar to the Osmo Pocket 3, is obviously you can film in vertical. So if you're doing stuff for, say, smartphones and stuff, for Instagram or for TikTok, whatever, then obviously you film this way. If you're filming for YouTube or something like that, you just twist it like that. And there we go. And now obviously it's come up with the settings. Now, I must very quickly discuss these two buttons here, because on the Osmo Pocket 3, you don't get these buttons, but on the Osmo Pocket 4, you do. These are basically, so this one here is your 2x lossless zoom, which you can press while you're recording. This button here, where my thumb is a custom button. So, for example, if you wanted to take a picture, for example, and you wanted a quick shortcut, it gives you that shortcut to take a picture instead of messing around with the settings. You can even use it to basically turn your camera around if you wanted to do that. Obviously, as well, there's another thing that I should also mention here, and that is that if I just very quickly take this little bit off, if I can, there we go. There's also the other thing here, which is this little magnet bit here where my fingers are. So that is where the fill light does connect to. So if I just very quickly find where my fill light has gone, I've kind of made a bit of a mess here. So all you do is you clip it on. I think it does just, there we go. Let me just change that back. If I just very quick, if I can turn it around. No, okay, I can't turn it around. However, though, what I can do is I can just do this, just take that sticker off as well. So this is the fill light. Obviously you can adjust it as well, so if you want it lowered down, if you want it high up, then you can adjust it as you need to. And then obviously this is the brightness button. So it was on medium before, so it was on that one, so it goes a little bit brighter, which is good. And then you can change the colour as well. So if you want it a bit warmer, then you can have it a bit warmer. If you want it like kind of a cool tone, then you can have it in cool tone as well. So I don't think it really does justice on this camera, to be honest. But, you know, you can tell the difference in... I mean, I don't know if I did it a bit more... Like, I don't know if that you can tell. But either way, that's a really cool feature. And something that I definitely will be using, I think. Especially if I'm filming in low light situations. Or if I'm filming, let's say, in kind of like an early morning kind of setting, to be honest. And then all you do is, if you want to just take it off, then you can just literally, it magnetically unclips from the gimbal. So there we go. So that is that. So what I am going to do is... Oh, I think I've just messed up the gimbal stick there a little bit, just slightly. There we are. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go into the settings and I'm going to set this bad boy up. And then I'm going to come back and obviously I'm going to speak to you guys for one final time about something that I would like to announce. And as a matter of fact, you know what, right? It's a special moment because I'm going to announce it whilst I film on my DJI Osmo Pocket 4. So let's switch from the Osmo Pocket 3 to the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 for the announcement that I've got to make. Okay, so I am filming this using the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. This is the camera that I've been using for the majority of this video, is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This, by the way, is the first clip, as a matter of fact, that I have filmed using the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Now, can I just say as well, before I do announce what I've got to announce, that before I started hitting record on this Osmo Pocket 4 system, that in theory, this has given me around about 5 hours worth of filming time, which is more than enough for me in terms of filming and stuff. I believe when I do put my SD card into here, I think I normally get around about 9 hours worth of filming. So 5 hours, to be honest, is more than enough using the built-in storage, which is some good news. Now, like I have said, by the way, I'm still in my YouTube studio, by the way. I have got a bit of an announcement to make in the form of there is a brand new series that is launching on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. And that series is going to be launching on Monday the 25th of May 2026 at 6 p.m. UK time. Now, can I just say that at the time of recording this video, I have so far done 6 episodes in this series, and I am banking up more of these episodes as well, so that this series can take off without a glitch. The series that I am talking about indeed is a brand new series that I like to call Steve's Lens on Life. Okay, so across at the moment 6 weeks going into 13 weeks, there is going to be brand new episodes of basically what was formerly known as Steve's weekly vlog. The only difference is these videos are going to be a little bit shorter, and they're going to have a bit more content in them as well, okay? So I filmed, like I've said, I've already filmed six episodes, so there's 6 weeks worth of episodes that have been banked up so far, okay? There is more episodes that I am going to be filming over the course of the next few weeks that I will be obviously scheduling to upload throughout June, July and going into August, okay? The 13th episode and the last episode in the series is going to be coming out in mid-August, and then after that I will reveal when the next series is going to be coming out for Steve's Lens on Life. Either way, though, really looking forward to giving you guys some new content. And obviously, I'm going to be using the Osmo Pocket 4 from episode 7 going forwards with Steve's Lens on Life. Okay, so that is coming up. All right. So yeah, I'm really excited for that series to start. So far, from what I've filmed, there has been a lot that's happened. So much for you guys to catch up on, okay, over the last several weeks since I did stop filming my weekly vlogs. So in theory, main thing to take away from this is that, in theory, yes, I am going to be back with weekly vlogs, but they're under a new name, new format, and a bit more shorter as well. I'm going to try and keep the episodes somewhere around 15 to 25 minutes is where I want to keep the episode lengths, okay? So fingers crossed that will be the case. But listen, guys, that is it for this video, okay? That is it for this unboxing as well. Thank you for watching this video. I do apologise if it has been a little bit longer than intended, okay? But obviously I've had to get through so much stuff in terms of showing you what you get in the creators combo, and then obviously going through some of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 specs, and obviously giving you a bit of B-roll footage as well in the process, okay? So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you have, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below as well. Would you like me to review the Insta360 Lunar series next in terms of gimbal vlogging cameras? Would you like me to do that? If so, there might be a video that will be coming out in regards to the Insta360 Lunar series very, very soon on this YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, then definitely do feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo, especially given the fact that I've got a brand new series coming very, very soon here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Your next YouTube video will be out on Sunday this weekend. That's Sunday the 26th of April 2026, 6 p.m. UK time. That is when I'm going to be discussing all the films that I have watched over this last week through my movie wrap-up, including the 150th film that I have watched this year in 2026 as well. I'll reveal what film that is and so much more in the movie wrap-up on Sunday the 26th of April 2026 at 6 p.m. UK time. But until then, though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.